In this edition of PV Apps for Ed, we'll be taking a look at Keynote and linking. In Apple's Keynote, you have the option of linking a slide or an object to another slide or a website. To do that, you can simply select the object and do a secondary click and go to Add Link in that menu. Or you may also click the object or slide, go to Format, and Add Link. I'll do it that way since I'm there. Then I get this menu selector. I can link to a slide, a web page, or an email. Typically you're going to do slide or web page, so I'm going to stick with those as our example. If I want this slide for Newton's first law of physics to go to this picture that represents Newton's law of physics for a hint for my student that's going to play this review game, what I can do is add that link, go to slide, and I can choose from next slide, previous slide, all the options here, but I'm going to go down to slide and select the number. I see that that was number 7, so I'll choose number 7 here. And I can choose to go to slide just to make sure that's working. Yep, that's the one that I want. And I'll go back, and I can edit that if that was the wrong slide just by simply clicking on this blue button and going ahead and changing that number. I'm going to remove that one because I've already added it here as a hint. So the point of this game is for students to see what's Newton's first law of physics. If they don't know what that is, click on the hint. If they know it, they'll go ahead and click I know that law. If I click hint, it'll always take me to a picture that should remind me of what that law is. If then I know the law, I can go ahead and click I know that law, and it'll take me to where the definition is that explains it, so I can check my thinking and match it up. What I want to do now that I'm at the definition is add a back button so that I can get back to the next law. So I'm going to add a text box here. I'm going to put it down in the right corner. And you can do this with any object. If you wanted to do this with a shape, you could. But I'm going to do it with this text box. I'm going to link this back to the second slide. So I'll do slide 2. Let's make sure that's the right one. So go to slide. Yep, that's there. See if the hint is working. Cool. And so now I've got myself a little matching game. I'll have to add in my back button here. I can do that one of two ways. I can add another text box and add a link, or the way I like to do it is copy this back button, paste it so it goes in the exact same spot, and then I can just edit the link. Now this time I want it to go to the third law, so I'll go to the third law. That works. And when I get to this last one, the third law, I actually want to do, instead of a back, I want to do exit. I'm going to edit this to leave the slideshow, which is exit slideshow. Now when a student clicks on this, the slideshow will go away from the play or presentation mode, and it'll exit out. This is what that looks like. If I wanted to give the student more hints, like I did on this particular slide, and add to a website, I can do a web page, and then I can find a web address to stick in there. I happen to have one over here on my screen. So I want to link it to this Newton's first law. Click that. I can copy that address. So I'll paste my link there. And then I can check to see that that works. There it is. Go to page. And now I'm on that physics classroom where the student can read more about that particular topic. Maybe you want to send them to a video that explains the topic or puts this illustration in motion. I'd like to show you one last thing about linking in Keynote. What's very nice is when I move a slide that's currently linked to another slide, Keynote automatically changes that link for me. For example, this hint right now is on slide number 9. I'm going to move slide number 9 to slide number 6. Let's make sure that my link stayed. So now you can see the slide says it's linked to slide number 6. If I move slide number 6 back to slide number 9, because that's where I want it, it changes back to slide number 9. So my links are never going to be broken. That's how you link a slide to one another, or you can link a slide to a web page or video online. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and learned something about linking in Keynote. Thanks for watching.